Dear friends, a happy, freilichen, joyous Purim holiday. This is the most incredible Jewish holiday from the entire year. And especially now, while we're all under this pandemic, we have to make sure that we celebrate this holiday with the greatest joy and not allow it to pass by and its great blessings and energy that it brings to just slip away from us. And when we think about Purim, we have to look at what happened in the story and what was the miracle. So Haman wanted to annihilate all the Jews. He actually got the king to sign on a decree that all the Jews will be killed in one day. Such a hatred in one day. He wanted to kill all the Jews across the entire kingdom of Achashverosh of Persia, which really was the superpower of the world, and their edict was followed by everyone. And when Haman made his case before the king, who, our dear friends, I must tell you, was not a Jew lover. But when he made his case in front of the king, and he wanted to talk the Jews down, so he said, there is Am Echad, there is one nation, there's a unique nation. Persia has many nationalities that lived there. It was a cosmopolitan country, it was a cosmopolitan area. From many different places people live there. But yet, there's one nation that's unique amongst all. They're different than everyone else. Everyone has their foods, their culture, their music, but there's one nation that somehow marches to a different beat. Mefuzar and Mefayred Bein Amim, they're spread out amongst everyone else. But yet, as spread out as they are, they have ways and laws and traditions and celebrations and mitzvahs that are different than everyone else. And those are a priority. And therefore, King, how can you ever build a true empire when you have people who always remain different? And the king bought into it, and they wanted to destroy the Jewish people. We know the story of Purim, how there was a turnaround, and the king ended up hanging Haman and gave the Jewish people the permission to defend themselves. Nothing happened to any of the Jews. And not only did nothing happen, but then the king raised them to the highest status. What happened? Did the king all of a sudden forget the accusation that Haman made? The accusation that many of our enemies bring out again and again. Somehow there's something different about the Jews. There's something that doesn't allow them to blend in. You know, this week we read in the Torah portion, Tetzaveh, we read about the oil, the pure olive oil that was brought to the menorah, and it was so important to talk about this oil and how pure it was. Because Jews are compared to olive oil, or any oil, that just like oil does not mix with other liquids, so too Jews, as much as we mix and we're spread out and we are within, we are still separated. We're unique. There's something special about us. But what happened in the story of Purim at the end, that Achashverosh appreciated the uniqueness of the Jewish people. He felt that this brings to his empire and his people a great blessing. This lifts up the status of everyone in his nation, because there's so much we can learn from the Jews, because they don't carry their own message. We carry the message of God. We carry the message of one God. And one God talks to one people, because eventually the entire world will become one people under God, who will all follow in the same way and accept exactly the same things. But today we are that one people, and we are that specialty. So when we celebrate Purim, we have to be joyous. Get dressed up, dance, be happy. But remember, what are we happy about? We're happy about how we are unique and we are special. And it's not something we ever want to be embarrassed of. It's not something we ever want to hide and try to blend in. That's not the Jewish way. And that's not a way that will ever work. Not for us, and our enemies and our Gentile neighbors will not accept it. They respect us more, they love us more, and they follow us more ultimately when we truly stick to our uniqueness, when we live committed to our uniqueness, when we walk around unabashedly being representatives of God in this world, being his ambassadors, and that's the greatest joy. So let's make the Purim miracle in our lives today. Let's step it up with that feeling of pride of being unique and special. Let's make another Purim miracle happen. You know, in the Nuremberg trials, a lot of similarities to the story of Purim. 10 people were hung, an unusual punishment in the time when they were hung. And one of the people before they were hung said, Purim Fest 1947. This is Purim Fest, because they recognize the uniqueness of the Jew. As much as they try to get rid of us, and as much power as they have, and as much as the world stood by when the Nazis tried to make a Holocaust, their wishes did not come fully true. The Jewish nation remained alive, and today stronger than ever. That's what we have to be proud of. And let's carry it strongly every day in our lives. Put on your kippah a little bit more. In your home. Start wearing it in your home. And maybe then you'll take it outside. And other Jewish activities. Make it happen in a real way. So I want to wish you a happy Purim and a Shabbat Shalom. Let's carry the joy of Purim, as this year in Jerusalem it's 3 days, Friday, Shabbat, and Sunday, all the way to Sunday night, and then it will carry us through the year. Shabbat candlelight time in Montreal, 5:19 p.m. We love you all. God bless you.